Hey, what's up, y'all? I hope everybody's having a good day today. I do want to take the time out to say thank you for tuning into this channel, let alone this video. Um, I'm new to the channel, so bear with me. But since I do have your attention, I wanted to bring a topic to mind, or a certain idea that I believe is very essential, for each and every individual, you know, watching this video. And the topic of mine was, are you in control of your life? And if so, how much control do you have? Are you a master of your fate? I feel it's really important to impose this question since we live in such an era where, it's like a time of distraction. We give ourselves to a lot of people and a lot of things, which in turn gives us less time to ourselves, for ourselves. And being mindful of self is highly important, and being consciously aware of the steps that you're taking in the way that you're moving throughout your day-to-day. Being consciously aware of how we move leaves less room for a lack of self-control and a lack of organization as to the order of our steps throughout our day. A lot of us, we go throughout our day kind of just thinking, like, yeah, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go to work, however, whatever happens, just happens, as long as I get paid at the end of the day or at the end of the week or bi-weekly, however it is, we receive our money. At least I know in the past, a lot of times that's how I would think. I'll show up to work with just the mindset, I'm here, not even taking into accountability how productive we're being throughout our days, how intentional we're being throughout our days, But even before getting into these certain steps, I think it is necessary to impose this question, does it matter to you? Does being in control of your life or a master of your fate matter to you? And if we're not in control, what are some necessary steps that we can take, or some things that we can do to have more control of our lifestyle? Manifesting the things it is that you want, not only throughout your day, but throughout your life. This also goes hand in hand with being intentional about your actions as far as whatever it is that you're doing. Not only is this going to allow us to be more ordered throughout our day, but more effective throughout our day as to how our day is going to unfold and play out, So what are some necessary steps that we can take to ensure that we are being in control of our lives and, being masters of our fate? Number one, I think essential thing to do is to start writing things down, from the time that you wake up to the time that you go to bed. For example, you wake up, you give yourself a set amount of time as to how much you're going to take care of your hygiene and get dressed and things like that. How long it's going to take you to pack your lunch. That's if you're not spending money on lunch, but that's also another idea to keep in mind. How long it's going to take you to get to work. You have a set amount of hours that you are going to work, and as far as the things that are going to take place after work, how long is it going to take you to do these things? I feel like it's highly essential to put a time frame around certain ideas and activities, and this will help you to, be more organized in your day, which in turn will help you to be more in control. Number two, I feel like another good idea is to be mindful of how much time we're spending on our phone. The less time you spend on your phone, the more time that you give to something else. A lot of us, we'll jump on our phone for a quick second and we'll get distracted with something else, and that something else will turn into another something else that never contributed to the first idea to begin with. So, and in turn, this takes up a lot of our time and attention. A third idea, I feel like that'd be really helpful, to help us ordering the steps throughout our day and remaining to be in control, is maybe trying a little bit of meditation, or for those of us who are not so comfortable, getting into the whole position and closing your eyes to try to clear out your mind, just find yourself sitting in one spot, being focused in the moment. This in turn will help us to reflect on how our day is going and how we want the rest of our day to play out. The fourth step to help us ensure that we are being in control of our lives is to try to live in gratitude. which in turn means, being thankful, even if it's for the smallest things. Like knowing that you have something to eat for the day, or knowing that you gave yourself to a good productive day, whether that be at work, school, practice, or some kind of hobby of yours. Like living in gratitude will then help you to alter your mood, which will take you further away from that anxiety, that stress, and which also falls back on self-reflection. And the fifth step that'll take us into being more in control, is probably engaging yourself in some kind of hobby, or some kind of extracurricular activity to kind of veer off from all of the things or the priorities that that you had to get done throughout the day. In turn, you'll be able to sit back and think like, even though I did all of these things that I usually do throughout, my usual routine, I did something that I wanted to do, and try to have fun doing it. This will also piggyback on that gratitude, And though there are a much more variety of things that we can do and little steps that we can take to ensure that we are being in control, these are just 5 things that'll help you to kind of help you get through your days better, being more intentional, and saying, what, I do have control. These are 5 things that I do myself, on a daily basis and more, but I feel like these 5 ideas are highly essential and very important into making sure that we are living in the best versions of ourselves and being in control of our lives in the way that we feel and doing the things it is that we want to do. Again, I do want to take the time out to say thank you for tuning in, watching this video, and to receiving some insight from me as to, taking those necessary steps and being the best versions of ourselves. With that being said, I hope everybody has a good day. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be sure to hit you guys with some more videos. Thank you. Have a good one.